All initial opinions are this is genuine. What you're about to see may disturb you.
Hello, everybody. This is Sissy Baby Pansy. And this sissy just wants to remind everybody that this sissy now lives permanently as a 3-year-old little girl. And I will be a 3-year-old little girl for the rest of my life. Thank you.
We let this stuff go too far, pretty sure we'll be f***ing dogs.
Now, I'm sure most of you remember when, not too long ago actually, a bunch of people were talking about a slippery slope that we probably don't want to go down. Yet here we are. We shot straight down that slope and went clear over the edge. First it was gender. They said, gender doesn't really mean anything. You can identify as whatever gender you want. Then it was age, and they say, well, age is just a number. You can identify as any age you want. Well, the next step is when things get really dicey, and I don't think we want to go there. So maybe we should all just take a big step back and reevaluate which direction this all is heading. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and slightly crazy weekend Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have no time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment now, I know what some of you are thinking. Is that the fella from the first clip? No, this is a completely different person. This is Michelle. Now, Michelle is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman, calls himself a lesbian, and brags about stinking up the ladies' restroom. Huh?
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob!
All right, let's keep this party rolling with this young fella who says he does not want to be friends with straight people. Okay, young fella, I won't be your friend, but can I ask why you're crying about it? Roll it.
I don't want to be friends with straight people anymore because they're not even, first of all, they're not even fun. You guys are literally boring. If you want to be friends with gay people, let's get it together and let's get some little tricks or some fun little things, or you can't hang. And separately, I like hanging with gay people because it's fun. If you're not fun, I just don't really get why you're showing up.
I suggest you stop whining like a little bitch.
So what we all just witnessed is the exact opposite of toxic masculinity. A grown man crying because he doesn't want to be friends with straight people? Anyway, so this next clip is quite the roller coaster ride, so I hope you're all ready for a good old-fashioned mind f***ing. I think this is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman. Roll it.
It's actually using VJ as a symbol for woman, and it's talking disparagingly about women. There is no advantage to a trans woman having a penis. The only reason she's being disparaged is because she's seen as failing to be a man. And the same goes for any man who has a vagina. He's seen as failing to be a man because of his vagina. Vagina is equated with women, and women are equated with being lesser than men. It's not about the penis. It's about what the penis represents. When the patriarchy pushes penis on lesbians, they're pushing men on lesbians. And when you respond by saying, well, I'm just going to celebrate vagina, then you're missing the point. You shouldn't be celebrating vagina. You should be celebrating women. Because when you celebrate vagina and you're using vagina as a symbol for women, you're excluding any trans woman who has not had surgery, and you're including trans men as women, and you're undermining their gender as well.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
All right, next up. So this fella has been featured here on the channel a few times in the past. He's a psychiatrist or psychologist or some kind of doctor. He's the guy who says that a straight man can have relations with another man. What? Roll it.
her husband's cross-dressing in the bedroom for pleasure, and you're worried that he might be gay, bi, or even trans, it's highly unlikely. Most men who cross-dress are heterosexual men, and what they enjoy is feeling like a woman, looking like a woman. This brings them intense pleasure, especially in the bedroom. Some of these men do hook up with other men, but it's to feel like a woman. They don't believe they are a woman. They're not attracted to men. They're enjoying the experience of looking, feeling, being seen as, touched as a woman. That's the fun part for them. So it's not about their orientation in the bedroom. It's about their identity in the cross-dressing and what they enjoy about that.
Say what?
Some of these men do hook up with other men, but it's to feel like a woman. They don't believe they are a woman.
Well, I don't know. It's really messed up. Super gay.
I hope for humanity's sake that guy doesn't have any real patience and he just plays a doctor on TikTok, but these days, who the hell knows? Anyway, next up. So this person freely admits that people can change their pronouns and their gender on a daily basis or on an hourly basis, but they expect us to remember this stuff. Or we get called the hateful bigots and the phobes and the ists and the isms and all that other stuff. Roll it.
Hey. Hey! What gender are you today? Oh my god. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling kind of... I guess just in the middle, so maybe non-binary? Cool. What pronouns do you want me to use? They, them, please. Alright.
I think you're all in the head.
Now keep in mind, it's not just young people exhibiting these types of behaviors. For example, this woman enjoys being called sir when she goes to the weed store. Huh? Roll it.
I've been getting called sir out in public more often. It's very cool. I like it. Last time I was at the weed store, though, and frankly, I don't know if that counts.
It's a man, baby!
I thought she was a man. She is rather mannish. If that is a woman, it does look like she was beaten with an ugly stick.
So this next clip kind of goes off the rails a little bit. Well, a lot bit. So this person is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman, and while tucking the old wedding tackle, somehow got a cut down there and thought it was a period? Are you f***ing kidding me? Roll it.
This morning I woke up with blood in my underwear, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is so gender affirming. Did I finally get a visit from the period fairy? I wish. No, I was just tucking irresponsibly.
What the hell is wrong with you?
See, at what point do we say that these people are all master trolls and that we're all just being trolled? That fella has to know that he's never going to get a cycle, right? Anyway, next up, so I think I found the emo version of Napoleon Dynamite. Roll it.
I live in a town where there's like no emo girls and no scene girls, and it sucks. There's all these basic bitches who listen to Taylor Swift. Ew, Taylor Swift is disgusting. I'm just really pissed.
Ugh. Idiot.
So here we have another person who is going to tell us that their pronouns aren't preferred, they are mandatory. We've heard a few other people sing it like this here on the channel before, so roll it.
My pronouns aren't preferred, they are mandatory. Do not purposefully misgender trans people. You do not get to decide how someone identifies. My pronouns aren't preferred, they are mandatory.
Go f*** yourself.
All right, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen now. Remember that bearded guy we heard from earlier, doctor, psychiatrist, whatever he was? I think he was talking about fellas like this. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Robert Zumato. Robert, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video, sir. I really appreciate the support. So Robert Zumato is today's video sponsor. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
It's funny because he's fat.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of former Vice President Joe Biden calling Trump a congressman. And I get it, when you're that old, you make mistakes. But why are you running the country? Or at least pretending to. And why are you running for president again? Anyway, real quick, before we go, I just wanted to remind you guys to go check out Red Clover Fields on Etsy. That is my wife's Etsy store. I will link that in the description box below. She's got some fantastic stuff on there. I take a spoonful of elderberry syrup every day to boost my immune system. I use the calendula salve. My hands get real dry and cracked up here in the cold New England winters, and I put that stuff on. It heals them right up. She's also got some really nice handmade jewelry if you're looking for any gifts this holiday season. So that is Red Clover Fields on Etsy. Like I said, I will put a link to that in the description box below. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
We could use it to strengthen the Social Security and Medicare system instead of cutting them like Congressman Trump and Bo want to do.
What the hell did you just say?
Like Congressman Trump and Bo want to do.
What an idiot. And you ain't black.